Most 8-year-old boys want to go outside and play. They want to see their friends and go to school. They want to do all the normal things a healthy young kid can do. But for the last year, the life of Ryder Herrald has been anything but normal.
We were in Benefice ER, and he was kind of sick, and I mean, we were a little bit worried, but I wasn't ever thinking anything bad could happen. My mom texted me and told me that my little brother had leukemia, and I kind of just broke down like in the middle of the restaurant.
Well, I mean, when I found out, it was definitely life-shattering. You give yourself a couple minutes, and then you have to pull yourself together and get your kid through it.
It's been a wild ride for sure.
In an instance, he was living in a hospital, receiving daily treatment, and not allowed to even be near almost anyone for fear of getting sick.
He's always got family around him, he always does. So him being in the room alone, that was pretty much my biggest concern. I know he doesn't like being alone. He was probably wondering where his mom's at. I mean, he's a strong kid. I knew that he was making through it. We went home for the weekend, me and Jeremy did, and that night when we got home, I actually shaved my head completely. I buzz cut it.
Many others in the community have also cut their hair in support of Ryder's struggles.
Love you, Ryder. Stay strong and fight that fight, bro.
I find it more of like a bond that we got to grow our hair out. We get to grow it out together, and his is still growing, and mine obviously has a long way to go, but they're growing together.
This has become the norm for him, but there is a promise in the near future.
They told me he was in remission on day 28, which was July 11th. And that was pretty good news. But you always wonder, is it still there? They still do spinal taps. He's probably had 15 or 20 spinal taps since June 12th.
Boom.
His cancer has continued to recede ever since, and soon he will be able to return to class and play with his friends again. Usually, after his treatment, Ryder is quite tired. Luckily, when I went to go visit him, Ryder was excited to play his video games. He was clearly having a good day, but not every day is as great.
It's been a huge adjustment. Like, you are used to just living life, and then you have to, like, pretty much stay in a shell. Because if he gets sick, then we go back to Kalispell. You always worry about, like, his mental health more than anything else. Because he gets super depressed. He can't be around his sisters. He can't see his dad. And it's all done through, like, the iPad. You know, is how he communicates with them. He's got a very good support system at school. And so all his classmates know. You know, he doesn't have hair. And, you know, he's got a thing in his chest where he has to be very careful. So when he goes back to school, I think it'll be easier for him because they all know.
His family has had to spend a lot on his medical treatments. They have started a GoFundMe campaign to help cover some of the costs. While he still has to play inside for a bit, Ryder is excited to get back to school soon, see his friends, and be a regular kid again. From Great Falls, Montana, I'm James Rowland, MTN News.